Hello YouTube, it's Earl here, and I'm back here on my back porch. It's a lovely Wednesday night, and I thought tonight I would give you my full impressions or my full review of Peterson, or Peterson's Dunhill version, or the Peterson version of the Dunhill version of early morning pipe. As I mentioned in my first impression video, this is a new mixture for me. I hadn't tried the old, so I don't know how it compared to the old Dunhill version of things. And tonight I'm smoking it in my lovely little Radice pipe, that little hawkbill. So let me give you my kind of just rundowns on it if this is your first video of mine that you're seeing if you haven't seen the first impressions. Peterson early morning pipe is a classic English mixture. It's Virginia, it's got Orientals, and it's got little bits of Latakia in there. Then it's supposedly pressed and toasted by the manufacturer, and then they must from there tumble it out because it's in ribbon form, right? So within the mixture here, within the tin, we've got nice, lovely, kind of what you would expect when you look at what's an old Peterson blend or an STG blend. I'm just going to start calling it STG because STG is who makes the Peterson pipe tobacco. They acquired Peterson pipe tobaccos, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years ago, and they made the Dunhill blend. So it's just like your nice little STG blends, nice ribbon cut. You can see there's a little bit of Virginia in there, a little bit of Latakia, and some other things in there. On the nose, when you open it up, and now I've got to say, one thing that I really noticed with this blend, and I've seen a few other comments on it, is that it changed after it had been open for a few days. Markedly changed after a few days. I found it very dull and just not much flavor when I first opened it. I didn't like it. I didn't care for it. And I tried not to convey that in my first impression video. But my attitude has changed on this considerably. But same thing, when you open it, now I get a good Virginia smell. Campfire, barbecue-y smell is certainly there from Latakia, but it's more on that vinegary side of things. And I don't pick up much of anything from the Orientals that are in there. But one of the things that I really like I said, once it's been open and it seems to have had a few days to breathe, it changes. And here's my kind of full review of this pipe tobacco. It is a lovely Virginia forward blend. So, and the Orientals are there. The Latakia to me is very excuse me, is very light. But it's very Virginia forward. And the Orientals come in and play a very good supporting role with this tobacco. And so what kind of flavors? For me, once you get it going and you get mid-bowl, to me there's a lot of earthiness. I would describe it as malty. I heard someone describe another tobacco recently about that it had hints of kind of malt. And I think that's an adequate description of that. STG's Virginias kind of have a particular flavor. If you watch Bradley on Stuff and Things, I think he talks about it being like want to say decaying leaf or leaf litter or something like that. But it's got this dark, kind of earthy, rich Virginia flavor that to me reminds me a little bit of maltiness too. So all that to be saying, it's like when I think of flavors, a lot of times I think of them in colors. Why, I don't know. Bright colors or darker colors, more chocolatey, malty, earthy flavors, and that's what I get with this. The Orientals play a very good supporting role here. They provide a little bit of maybe some woodiness, a little bit of spice and nuttiness. The Latakia is hardly here at all. It's one of those things that Latakia can really dominate a blend, and I can tell it's here, right? But because it's got that subtle sweetness, that subtle floral note, but it's very much in the background. So if you like light English blends, not sweet English blends, light, because this is, I guess what I mean is light on Latakia, more Virginia forward with a little bit of the Orientals. I think this is great. And it's interesting, a couple of people have mentioned in comments on the past couple of videos have mentioned Maltese Falcon. And Maltese Falcon is one that I'm smoking. I'm in the middle of smoking a tin of that too, along with some of these old Dunhill blends that I'm reviewing and looking at. And Pease is much more heavy on his Latakia, and I enjoy that. I really enjoy Latakia. But this is a good, if not great blend. I see why it's a classic. I see why it's a bestseller, because I know there are a lot of guys out there who love straight Virginias, and will only sample Latakia blend from time to time, right? And so I think this is really kind of, if you're a Virginia lover, but you want a little something different, and you don't want a lat bomb, to me, this is right up that alley. Or if you just want to wade your toe into the water of English blends. Wade your toe, dip your toe, whatever. I think this is a great blend to try that out on. So overall, it's a good English blend. I see why it's such a bestseller. Peterson's or Dunhill's early morning pipe. You should pick yourself up some and try it out. For now, it's Earl. Guys, y'all have a good night and a good weekend. Later.